My main inspiration for my garden came to me when I was going to an exhibition, 100% design exhibition, and I was looking for a material that could transform from being a terrace and peel up into furniture, and I discovered Corian, and that sort of led on to creating a design that explored the use of Corian as a material. I used the idea of an elevated walkway to really change your perspective of how you would normally experience moving through a garden. And in that as well, your views change, because I've designed it on a constant curve, that as you walk through the garden, you see different aspects, almost like a film runs in frames as you go. Looking at the garden, you're immediately aware of not being able to see the garden all in one go. On the right-hand side with the palms, again, it's not clear what you're about to discover, really. The pathway that is before you leads you to a series of plinths or steps. The walkway sweeps round to a peeled-up seating area with a table, and it's elevated up to look over towards the rest of the garden. On the right-hand side we have some very architectural plants, beautiful yucca rostrata, which just shine in the sunlight. At the top of the walkway you see a stunning palm. It's a Beautia capitata. It's one of my favourite plants, and I've been using it for many years, but it's just got such a graceful, dynamic structure. Beyond that, you're aware of a pool of water that cuts right across the garden, and in the pool we have 4 screens. And the water is pumped up through these tubes and cascades down very gently and calmly back into the pool. Walking towards the screens, you see the pathway carving away between 2 of the screens onto a terrace before you, which has peel-up seating and an overhead screen. And the backdrop to that is a water wall, a wonderful cascade, a torrent indeed, of water cascading down into an infinity pool. You're going over 2 sets of water, 2 waterways. One is a very still pool, the second is a circular infinity pool, which has this island, which is your destination effectively, and it's the core of the garden. It's the eventual focal point of the garden. Planting at this end is a continuation, really, the theme of exotic, architectural, evergreen plants. We have a particular specimen called Chamaerops humilis, which is about 50 years old, a multi-stem, beautiful, graceful plant. I've got the repetition of the bamboo at this end of the garden. It frames and is the foil to the water feature. The planting is part of my general palette of plants. I think that's where the connection or the thread runs through my gardens. But the style of this garden is so different. I haven't really done anything like this before. I'd like people to think that what I create is beautiful. I'd like them to go away feeling inspired. I'd like them to think that they've seen something that they haven't seen before. And wow would be nice. If they said wow, that would be great.
If you have lots of space, you can do what Philip Nash has done in his Gavin Jones garden for Corian. You know that word Corian, don't you? They make worktops of it. Well, all the paths here and the patio area is made of Corian. Then you get, though, these great curving arcs sheets of water. 2/3 of the garden here is water, and then these wonderful test tubes filled with water that's been dyed turquoise. You can see it shimmering as it runs down them. It's a striking garden, and to some eyes, I guess, a strident one, but I rather like the way the whiteness of these paths show off the plantings in between, particularly the agapanthus, the blue African lily. If you craft it with water, it can make an enormously positive statement. This scale, though, cost you a few bob.
I really like Phil Nash's garden. All those sort of swirly lines. It's a bit sort of futuristic in a way.